Good afternoon from Starbucks in New Philadelphia, Ohio. Hope everybody's having a great Super Bowl Sunday. I know I am. This is gonna be the first Super Bowl that I've been not fucked up. It's my 1 year anniversary today. Getting off drugs and alcohol. Um, I'm grateful. Had a great day at church. It's really bright out today. I see I'm all lit up here. Um, So I'm just gonna be sitting here getting waiting for the Super Bowl. I'm gonna walk over to Texas Roadhouse. It's right across the street over here. Uh, my best friend Josh Grimmet sent me a gift card. When I told him I wasn't gonna do any celebrating or anything. He just said, "No, you need to celebrate," and he's right. Um, 1 year is it's something to be proud of, and all the things that I've been able to do in the past year, like start this YouTube channel and Facebook Live, um, being consistent at it, um, and the real estate investing journey with Pace Morby and Sub Two, and all the amazing people that have helped me along the way, and my upcoming journey to Florida, where the next year is gonna be on there. Hi, Minnie. That's my friend Minnie. Nice to see you here. Um, it's gonna be a amazing year. I'm looking forward to it, and had a great day at church today too. And it was really one of the best services. It kind of like was almost tailored for me. And Mike Carmico from Sub Two, who I work with, him and Michael Barcina now on their acquisitions team. Uh, he called me after right when I was in service and said I'd call him back later. The pastor was talking today, Tommy Miller at Legacy Church here in New Philadelphia, Ohio. He was talking about faith. And hey, Heather, oh my God, haven't seen you in forever. Thank you so much. Um, Tommy was talking about you got to have faith through all the challenges, right? So he said somebody had asked him, "Do you really have faith, or don't you? Because would you rather have $1 million right now, or would you rather have the storehouse of God and all His blessings, knowing that no matter what happens to you, no matter what challenges you're going through, God's gonna provide for you, and everything's gonna work out. Without the challenges, there would be no good time. So, and he said, you just gotta believe, because most people would be like, "Well, I'll take $1 million," but I'm relying on God completely in faith that going to Florida, I don't have enough money yet. I get my GoFundMe started, and there's still not enough to get a place. But I know whatever happens, I've made it through this year, and it was by putting God first, 100%. And I know I'm blessed, and I know everything's gonna be fine. And no matter what happens, it can't be any worse than what I went through for all those years. So, and then Mike calls me and tells me the exact same thing. He sends me a thing with Joel Osteen, and it was all about season. This was a season this year that I had to go through the challenges, and I was relying on God on it the whole time. Thank you, Minnie. Appreciate you. Glad you're here. Um, just you have to go through these seasons, and if you don't, and you don't have challenges, and you don't rely on them, every you're just basically you don't have any faith, because I trust God 100%, and I asked him that day. I said last Super Bowl Sunday at the end of Super Bowl, I said, I'm done, God. I need all new friends, all new family. I need everything. And He's given me that with Sub 2, the greatest community on earth. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better group of people on earth to be surrounded with and to share my journey with. And so many people like Mike Carmichael, Mark Brasina. I mean, Angie Milanazzo, Julie Burkhart. I can just keep on naming names. Pace Morby all day long. I mean, if I leave somebody's name out, Aaron Green, Carlos Ruiz, Josh Keating, all these people that have helped me on my journey and have been there for me, supported me, encouraged me, and gave me value, like Vina Jetty, you know, people like that have didn't know me at all, didn't judge me on my past, and have accepted me into their community. I'm so grateful. Nathaniel Walker. I mean, I could just go on. There's 8,000 people that I don't know. Probably 7,500 of them, but um, I have so many things to be grateful for and so much to celebrate today. And I woke up this morning. I wasn't too happy. I wasn't because I was scared and nervous and anxious about going to Florida, taking a train there with no place to stay right now, and no money to get a place. So I still need a lot of help with that. But regardless, there's options and things I can do, and whatever is going to work out. And that was a message today from both Tommy Miller, the pastor, Mike Carmichael, and Joel Osteen that Mike had me watch. Um, it's an incredible group, incredible experience. And then Josh Grimmet, I'm talking to him. He's my best friend. He really is. We've connected. He's somebody that I can call on the phone at any time, and it's taken me a long year to get to this point where I can just reach out and call people now. And I didn't have that in the beginning of this journey. I didn't have it for months and months. I didn't have people to turn to and ask for favors and rely on to give me help. And um, I'm still a hot mess, but I've come so very far. Um, I wish I wasn't so shiny on the camera right now because I'm all lit up. I don't know if it looks the same on your end, but let me see if I can adjust this just a little bit. Oops, that wasn't. I didn't want that to happen. But yeah. So I'm really excited. I haven't watched football all year. I watched a little bit of the NFC Championship last 2 weeks ago. Didn't even really pay attention. I was more watching Sunday service and uh, learning about real estate. But and there's little things like all the little blessings I'm getting right now. When I came here to Starbucks on Thursday and talked to the manager Tom, and he said, "Yeah, sure, just you can sit here all day. We'd love having you. Just order a coffee, and you're welcome to stay." And then the next day, Bailey, the other manager, was there at the time. She said, she goes, you get free refills on coffee. I'm like, what? You don't know how much coffee I can drink. um, and then Lena, another girl here, she brings me a grilled cheese. And she asked me if I was hungry. I said, no. She goes, no, I got you. We're gonna free. I said, surprise me. She brings me my favorite sandwich all the time is a grilled cheese sandwich, and it was really good. So I'm telling Tom yesterday all about this, and telling him how great the staff is here and how amazing and grateful I am for them and let me sit here and use the internet, do my YouTube, and they all know me by my name. He brings me another grilled cheese sandwich. So I'm walking here and I'm showing Josh. They got the rewards program. So on Thursday, I signed up. You buy 3 coffees, whatever, and you get 100 bonus stars. And you get stars each time you buy a coffee. And then there was another one. You had to do 3 more purchases, like Friday, Saturday, from the 10th to the 12th. So 10th, 11th, 12th. And you get another 100 stars. So I log into Starbucks, get a coffee because I only put $20 on the Starbucks card. I think I only got like $3 left on there. But I opened up the rewards and I had 200 points. And I got coffee, a cafe misto. I usually get the nitro cold brew, and I got a Josh. Keating, before I left, he was making a breakfast burrito with eggs, and it looked really good. And I was like, hmm, I really like to have one of those. Well, girl, I asked her, I go, well, what is this hot breakfast thing on here that I can get for 150 points? And she said you can get this spinach and cheese wrap, or I don't know if we have it, but I think we got one more sausage and egg wrap. It's like a burrito with sausage and egg in it. And she goes, let me go check. She goes, yep, there's one more. So I got what I wished for, and it was free. So I made them, put them on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Made little videos of that. I'm really grateful for Starbucks. I love Starbucks, and I got free coffee all day here. Um, so I'm also gonna be doing a little bit of work while I'm here, learning more about the CRM by Dustin Reyna Unapologetic Results. That's what Mike and Mike's team. I think it's Mike, and Scott, the team I'm on. I forget our name right now, but it's what we use that CRM. So and then there's Josh, and Josh he sent me he got me. I was told him I was walking here listening to Joel's team. I'm crying. I'm young because at the beginning of the thing, and I was like, I'm really emotional, and it was like what Joel was saying. Just you got to go through these struggles. You got to get the negative voices out of your head, and sorry, but I forgot what I was gonna say. But I'm telling Josh this, and I'm saying, I'm like, man, and then just the message just hit me, and I got overwhelmed. So I was like, because I was upset this morning, I'm anxious, and I had just had to take hold of my faith and know that everything's been okay. So Josh, then I get here, and he sends me the gift card for Texas Roadhouse. So I told him I might go over there, and I wasn't sure, get the roadkill. It's like a pounded up hamburger with some mashed potatoes, but the rolls are really good. And he said that's not a celebration dinner. So thank you, Josh. I'm gonna go have a great dinner at Texas Roadhouse. A couple hours here and watch the Super Bowl and not drink and not get on drugs or anything for the first time ever. Um, most people like to get drunk and messed up on the Super Bowl. I'm not. I got too much in front of me to do with my life. So thank you, Josh, my best friend. Uh, Took me a year to find one, but I'm grateful. Thank you, Starbucks. And then I met some young ladies over here to the right of me. One was she's a digital creator, and we were talking about Facebook, Instagram, and it's just really cool how things have worked out. So uh, I had my breakfast burrito here, but I'm gonna go have dinner. It's gonna still a long one meal a day. It's gonna be like a 3 hour period, but it's usually with the one meal a day, you just eat once a day for an hour. You eat whatever you want, um, and then you drink water and black coffee. And 150 pounds I've lost since the Super Bowl. So that's another thing to celebrate. I'm trying to get down to 279 before I leave on the train um, on 3 a.m. on Valentine's Day. So Tuesday morning, Monday night, getting on the Amtrak. I was at 280, 280.8 pounds today. So it might be a little challenging to get that other last pound off, but because I had that breakfast burrito and having the coffee now, it's got a little cream in it. Those are the calories, but yeah, I think I'll make it. We'll try it. If I don't, I'm close enough. I've come far. 150 pounds has been a great loss for 1 year. Could have done better. I could have always done better and done more throughout the past year, but I am grateful and happy that I'm able to be where I'm at right now. Um, um so let me. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do on here. I'm gonna get the CRM fired up here and see if oh, we're gonna post um some pictures I took at church today. No, it's not all business related, Susan, but you can still watch the YouTube or the Facebook Live if you want. I'm on both. Um, Another friend asking me what these videos were. So yeah, it's been and yesterday I got a little grumpy at the end of the night. I had to apologize to Nisha and Stacy. Um, they've been so helpful too. When I get tired, I hadn't slept but 2 hours in the previous 2.5 days, literally. Like yesterday, I went to bed at about 12:30. Woke up it was like 2:30, and I couldn't fall back to sleep. So I just walked up to Starbucks at 8 in the morning, and I was on for 10 hours straight on Facebook Live and YouTube. So at the end, I was a little bit loopy, a little bit grumpy, and I apologize, Stacy and Nisha Hyde, Stacy Wilson, two great friends there as well, amazing supporters. Hey Andrea, nice to see you. So many great people that are supporting and encouraging my channel and my journey. And this channel and this journey has really saved me because I got really depressed at Christmas, and it helped me fight through it because I was forgetting all the good things that have happened, and I was only focusing on right now. Like I was like that this morning when I woke up. I'm like man, I've been in a year and I'm still not where I thought I'd be. But I got to remember where I am right now and how far I've come. Even though I don't have a home down in Florida and I don't have the money yet to pay for it, I know everything's gonna work out. Like I said, like Mikey said, you just gotta have faith and see and believe in the unseen and trust the process. This is the process. So thank you everybody for being my friends and supporting and encouraging me. I'm so grateful for everybody and everything. Even all the little blessings. And meeting a young lady over here, she's pretty cool. She's a digital creator. Um, that was something I said I wish I was her age, being a digital creator. I'm 53, and uh, well, I'm still happy. And that all came about from eating one meal a day. I wouldn't be, I wouldn't have, like was telling her on June 1st, I had 235 Facebook friends, and quite a few of them I didn't even like, or I didn't even like. We weren't even friends in high school, or they were assholes to me or something. But I don't kick anybody off unless you're an asshole back to me. But um, I want to people, especially people that didn't believe me and always were not in my corner. I like to keep them on so they can see me rise up like the phoenix out of the fire and ashes. That's my life was a dumpster fire a year ago. Uh, it's still not 100%, but it's a hell of a lot better. Um, I never could smile before. I had nothing to smile about. I like smiling now. And I've had people tell me I had a good smile, and I never liked my smile. But my teeth are whiter. I've been using the Crest professional whitening. Man, they were as yellow as that little those little emojis a year ago. They were really bad. Despite I drink like a pot of coffee a day or more. I'm trying to cut back a little bit, just a little bit, but I love my coffee now. And I never drank coffee my whole life either. But Starbucks got some damn good coffee, or good, good God coffee. But lucky I can mute my microphone when I have to cough. Um, I still got one thing left to quit, and that's smoking cigarettes. I, I'm like basically to a pack every 3 days, and I broke down and bought one this morning. I didn't want to do it, but I should have had faith and relied on God that I could get through a couple days. But we'll, we'll we'll see what happens when I get to Florida. I'm gonna try. I'm honestly gonna try again. It's one last crutch I gotta get rid of. I don't smoke weed anymore. I'd done that through a good portion of getting off the heroin and cocaine. Um, it was a crutch. Last time I had alcohol was in that South Point Hotel and Casino at the start of football season. I had went to the buffet there and had mimosas. I didn't think them orange mimosas would get me. I was pretty buzzed from that. But that's the last time I had a drink was at South Point, and that was in I think August of last year. It was preseason. Bears were playing, and I went and had the buffet after church. I really miss my church in Las Vegas, Central Christian Church, but the one I've been going out here to in New Philadelphia has been Legacy. Tommy Miller has an amazing book called Deathless. He's the pastor there. It was number one bestseller for 30 days. So if you want to read a good book, go check that book out. That man has been counseling me since I've been here and talking me through a lot of things. And speaking of Nisha Hyde, there she is. Like I was telling everybody, Nisha, I had to apologize yesterday. I got a little loopy and grumpy. I only slept for 2 hours and over 2 days, and so I love you, my friend. I appreciate you, and I'm grateful. Um, One of my other friends reached out and said, "Hey, you were kind of abrupt with her," and it doesn't matter if I was too tired. I shouldn't have been. So, I love you, Nisha. You are a good friend, and you've always been a good friend. So I appreciate you. And I've met so many great people along this journey. There's, like I said, I could just name so many people that have helped me in the past. Oh, look, it's 22 minutes and 22 seconds. 222 angel numbers. I always see them at the right when they appear. Pretty crazy. I see my. I know when I was talking to Josh on the way here, walking here. Um, I seen it was 222 when he had said something key in our little conversation. I was like, he's like an angel to me. So, um, hold on, hold on. I'll send you the link for your YouTube. I know you don't have Facebook. Hold on. Somebody else messaged me. She goes, I don't have Facebook. I got to send her a link for the YouTube. Sometimes I share the YouTube links. Sometimes I don't. Um, where's my channel? That's my friend Susan. She's Susan Alexis on Instagram. She puts out a lot of healthy videos and stuff. A lot of great content. Oh wait, I didn't want to go incognito. uh, Here's my channel, and so go follow her, and she's really cool too. Um, there we go. So I was taking these pictures at church today, and I didn't like some of them pictures. I wore this white shirt that uh, my Laney Jordan's mom, who I still talk to. I don't talk to Laney. Um, she bought me those shirts like over 7 years ago, and now it's too big to wear. It didn't look good. I thought I was like, oh, this is gonna look good on me today. 150 pounds lost. And a lot of my clothes are too big on me now. They don't fit right. The necks hang down here and stuff like this. This one fits still pretty good, but I love this Columbia. She bought me this shirt too, but they some of the things I couldn't wear for years. I was too fat when I was almost 500 pounds. They just didn't fit. And then when I finally got a chance to wear them, now they're still brand new, but now I lost so much weight. I can't even I can wear them, but they just don't look right. I never thought I'd have that problem, like where something was too big on me, because it was never a problem. And thanks, Nisha. Hey, there's Brigitte. It's not Bridget, folks. It's Brigitte Anderson. She's another amazing encourager, sister in Christ, and thank you, my friend. God is good. God is amazing. Um, so, you know, there's a lot of great people in the sub two community that Pace has built that will support you, encourage you, and build you up, and help you get your deals closed. And you know, Brigitte is one of the direct agents. You know, that she's kind of pointed me in this direction as well. Nisha Hyde, she's a closer. If you guys need somebody to close your deals, she can close them for you. Um, so many people, you know, like I said, Josh is my buddy Josh Grimmet here. Him and his wife and his three daughters. Um, it's pretty insane. I can't believe it. It's still hard to wrap my head around it, but he considers me to be his mentor. Me, Larry Parson. That's blowing my mind. I'm just helping him. But I don't know if I'm mentor status for anybody, but I like when he says that to me. But I'm gonna, like he said to me, he goes, some days you're gonna pull me, some days I'm gonna push you. He goes, that's what best friends do. So I'm gonna pull him. I'm gonna push him. Try and guide him the best I can with my knowledge that I'm learning. And he's got a dream to get out of the mines in Virginia. He's an engineer for a coal mine out there, and he's got three beautiful daughters, and he'd like to move to Florida too. Uh, but he's gonna have a place lined up when he gets there, because we're gonna find him a property to buy down there, subject to. Um, but and then I had last night when I got home, Jamar, my friend, that my first best friend, Pamela Soncours, who I was trying to call, and I forgot to call her right now before I started this. Dang. She had her partner had passed away, and her business partner. You know, I wanted to reach out to her, but I don't know if it's, I'm not sure if it's too soon, or I didn't want to. But she introduced me to Jamar and these other guys, Kevin Strickland and Mo, and we do a David Sandler Zoom in the mornings. If you guys want to get on a great Zoom and learn about David Sandler and learn how to talk to sellers, um, he called me last night. And he goes and he told me that, hey Willie, um, there's my good buddy Willie Ingram from Powerhouse Mastermind. Uh, Hope you're having a good day, brother. He's down in Texas, but Jamar said, I, you were doing it last night. He goes, when me and Stacy Wilson, my good friend, who I was a little short and abrupt with her, but we were talking about batch leads, and he said, we've been waiting for you to do it. We knew you had it in you. The thing with David Sandler is you ask curious questions. I still can't explain it right, but he said you finally did it, and we knew we were just waiting because every time in the meeting they were hard on me, but that's the way they taught me. That's the way I was learning, because when I'd make my mistakes, they were hard on me, and sometimes you got to be hard on your friends, to push them and pull them along and encourage them. So with Sandler, you want to ask curious questions, why, or why would you do that, or what makes you say that, or and I was doing it at what we were talking about, the batch leads, and about the 5,000. I was saying, you can't do 5,000 leads in a 1 week trial. It's impossible by yourself. But then she would say something, and I was like, well, why would that work? And it's a tactic in negotiating and getting the sellers to get what you want to say. And then when Mike Carmichael called me today, it was the same thing. We was talking about my direct to agents and things I can do differently and better, and talking in a slow, steady, consistent voice, kind of like what I'm trying to practice right now. Um, and I was watching YouTube shorts before I came in yesterday morning here because I couldn't sleep, and I kept on seeing things about people that talk really fast, and they're y- I can't explain it, but it was basically saying, like, you got somebody that's talking fast, and they're usually not being honest with you, or they're not listening, and they're just over talking instead of listening to the other person and emphasizing the proper words and getting their point of view across, which is what Sandler emphasizes. Um, you ask curious questions. You use a consistent, slow, steady voice, and but you ask the questions at the right time. Use emphasis on certain words, like that. I still got a ton to learn. There's still so much to learn, so much to do. Uh, there she goes. Sarasota, Fort Myers. She's buying and looking for creative deals. So that's Nisha Hyde if you're down there. Um, so let me see what I was gonna do today. I was gonna do a couple follow up calls. Um, the only way I can do a follow up call and hear them is if I use my AirPods. I still got to figure out a way to do it on the computer, but probably going to be somewhere else to do these calls because it's really hard to do the direct to agent calls with. I'd like you guys to hear them when I do them. So let's see, because I said I was going to get some work done too, but I still got what time does the Super Bowl start? Anybody know? Is it 7 o'clock or is it 6:30? Somebody might have said. Hey Siri, what time does the Super Bowl start? 6:30 p.m. I didn't even know the Chiefs were playing the Eagles until yesterday when I asked. Thank you, Andrew. So, what are y'all doing with your Super Bowl plans? Y'all gonna have some fun? Got some Tostitos and some cheese dip. That was my favorite thing on Super Bowl: Tostitos with cheese dip, using Velveeta, can of Rotel, and some taco seasoning and a pound of ground hamburger. It's really good. If you want something good, have it. I want to say goodbye to this. I'm gonna promote her channel. What was your Instagram name again? Underscore what? How do you spell that? HOLBY. All right. All right. So follow Natalie underscore Holby. She's a digital creator. She makes a lot of cool videos using CapCut. She's a young girl. I don't even know. I think probably like 18 or something. But I really enjoyed talking to her about making videos and stuff because I was showing her the ones that I make. And then I showed her the captions app. She's like, "Oh, that's really cool." And we were both talking about CapCut and editing, and it's pretty cool. I'm 53 and I can have a conversation with kids about what they're doing. I learned a couple things from her. I taught her about StreamYard because she wants to start her YouTube channel, and I told her what pace says. You got to be consistent. If you're only gonna do one show a week, or do 6 days a week, 7 days a week, whatever you do, you have to be consistent. And I said if you start off with one, make sure you show up on time and you're consistent. And just things like that. It's not even real estate, but Pace taught me that. And all the other people, like there's so many people that I've learned from in the past year about so many different things about health, about like Jake and Joe Sharp, two brothers. If you don't know Jake and Joe Sharp, you should go look for them. They're two young kids, brothers. They're twins. They're pretty amazing too. Um, so yeah. So let me. I'm not sure what I was gonna do here with Um, I might make a couple calls today. Just try and find a property here while I can. Get a little bit of work done. So let me open up Privy, and I might do a little screen sharing there. Why does Apple have control of my passwords? 08. I did something on my computer where I switched everything over to Apple controlling my HP laptop. Now I have to do a Chrome extension every time I want to log in somewhere. Hey Shante, yes, God first in everything you do. Um, you have to. I mean, I would not be here if it wasn't for him. Literally, in more ways than one. I bet you guys could hear that when I slurped on the coffee, didn't you? It probably sounded pretty weird. So, anybody have a market you want me to look in? Let's find a creative deal somewhere. What market would y'all like me to look at? Somebody tell me your market. And we'll go look for a property and we'll JV it. You how about you? I'll let you call them. I'll find it and let you call them, or I'll do it, or you pick it and I'll call them. I don't know. Do something. I'm just trying to switch it up. It's Sunday. It's supposed to be a day rest, but and this is my friend Heather Stroop. I've known her for almost 14 years now. I used to work with her. We opened an Olive Garden in Sparks, Nevada, which is Reno, the biggest little city in the world. Uh, there you go. What's your business? Promote it here. Let me help you promote it. Tell me, and I'll put it out here for you. Um, we haven't kept in touch. I mean, for price in Missouri. Well, St. Louis is actually a good market. I never even looked in St. Louis, but so we'll look at the St. Louis market just for you, Heather. Do you own a house there? Wall hangings and crafted crochet pieces. Well, make sure you put your link in the chat, and I'll put it up here. I'll paste it in the comments so people can check out what you're doing. And let me see. What is it called? Southeast. We live in Kennett. Mm, I don't know where Kennett is. We'll see if we can. Missouri. Okay, there it is. Hmm. There's a few properties there. Let me present my screen and show you a privy. This is for most of the people that know what privy is. Let's see see if we can find a property here. Can y'all see my screen? So this is Kennett, Missouri. Boho Wild Creations. Is that bohowild.com or creations.com? Or they can just Google that. How did you end up in Missouri from Nevada? Oh, it's all third party data. There's some MLS data there. How far is it from St. Louis? Oh, you're out there, huh? You're actually closer to the Memphis market. So, let me see what they got there. Oh, I messed up. Come on, Privy. We got so 12 days ago, 17 days ago, 23, 25 days, 37 days, 38, 42. Actually, I like this one. 59 days ago. Let's see if it's rent ready. Oh yeah, that place is nice. That's pretty nice. Uh, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. All right, so let me find a real estate agent for this one, and we'll see if we can make an offer on it. So I'm gonna go to Zillow and look for the agent. I know there's probably not gonna be too many comps on this, but I'm just I'm having fun today. Mm, wait, come on, Zillow. No phone number, but I can find I Google the agent here. But you guys had looked at that house? Did you buy a house? Your dad's there, huh? Okay. Brigitte. Let me see. Ooh, they got a pool table. Corner lot. What is that? That refrigerator looks a little busted up. Okay, they got a nice bathroom. The kitchen's nice. We'll see if we can if they're open to seller financing. Uh, beautiful move-in ready home, sitting on a beautiful landscape lot, 3,500 square feet. Uh, kitchen was remodeled a few years back. New carpeting, new central heat and air units installed. That's good. New roof. Yeah, this might be a good property. Let's see. Let me see if there's any. Oh, there's no comps though. We have no comps, no comparables for this one. So and it has a garage. Let me check. Let me share Zillow's screen real quick. Mhm. I like having the dual monitors before because then I wouldn't have to switch presentation. I could just it was a lot easier to share. So again, usually there's an agent's number provided on Zillow, but it doesn't have one on here. Uh, Booth Bootheel Regional Board of Realtors. What is that? Let me see if there's any what the price history was. They listed it for sale on just January 11th, 111, 2022. It looked like they had when did they buy this? Maybe April 2021. So they might have a little equity in it. Well, let me see if I can Google the agent and find a number for her. It is Super Bowl Sunday, so some of these agents might already be all partying and stuff, and throwing Super Bowl parties. Mm, got her picture, realtor.com. Let's see if we can find a number on realtor.com for her. Uh, no number. So go back here. Try this allpeople.com. Oh, looks like I'm going to have to true people search her. See if we can get a number for Kennett, Missouri. Should show up. We could not find any fields. What? Can't find her on True People search. All right, this might be a little more challenging than I thought. Hey, Mike, hold on. Let me put my AirPod in real quick. All right, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mike? Okay, I'm on YouTube actually right now, but I can't hear with the one head. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I'm on live. Um, that's why. Cause all right, can you hear me now? Okay. Yep. Um, Yeah, it won't work because the Starbucks music is playing so loud. I had to put it in my AirPod to talk to you, and I got my yeah. No, no, yeah, you can come on in the screen. So let me let me hold on. I gotta open up the messenger on Facebook on my computer, and I'm gonna send you a link to Facebook. So go. Give me 1 second. Oh, this is gonna be awesome now. Perfect timing. Okay. Yeah, it's there we go. It's opening up. All right, just paste this into your browser, and you'll be able to come on. You have a camera, right, on your computer or phone? Yeah. Okay, hold on. It's loading. With this computer, I got it in pre-pandemic. So, all right. So I got Mike Carmico coming on, uh, an OG sub two student, sub two mastermind, one of my mentors. Why is all these people in here? All right, let me paste this in. Mike's gonna come in, and we're gonna have some fun. All right, let me get back to the screen. All right, real estate is way different here. My in-law has the same exact house that we do. Their house is 450,000, when we are paying under 100,000. That's really weird. Can you guys hear me? Okay. All right. So let me see if I can find this lady's phone number. Best real estate agents in Missouri. Why is it? The computer's freezing up. And there's no number for her either here. Try one more way to find a phone number for her. Oh, he's in Reno. Okay, gotcha.
What's up, Larry?
Hey, Mike.
Can you hear me?
Yep,
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. So say hey,
Yeah.
everybody.
Hey, how you doing, everybody? How's everybody doing? Hopefully, they're at home enjoying their food and their Super Bowl. I don't even know who's playing, but how you doing, Larry?
Apparently, it's the Chiefs and the Eagles. I didn't know who was playing
Oh,
until yesterday either. I was like,
yeah,
what's that quarterback for the Chiefs? I couldn't even
yeah.
remember Mahomes'
The
name.
guy that wears the helmet, the guy that wears the helmet and the pants and the pads. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
uh,
So go ahead, go for it, Larry.
this is Mikey Carmico. I met him in Los Angeles.
Not Carmico, Carcamo.
Carcamo. Why do I always do
Yes,
that?
sir. I know
Why
you did like 3 videos when you went to stay at my Airbnb. You
did
said
I?
Mikey Carmico. I was like, oh, I'm Carmico now. You
Uh,
butchered my last name, brother. No, I'm
why
joking
did
around. I'm okay, man.
it? I think is there another one with a similar name?
No, bro. I'm the originator. I'm
He's
original.
original.
There might be some clones out there, but they're not the original.
Hey, Adrian.
So,
Nice to see you.
hey, so Larry, the reason we're hopping on this call, right? Because we had a very good conversation this morning. I felt like I was touched by God this morning and wanted me to talk to you and call you. And I reached out to you and we were talking about a specific topic, right? We're talking about, hey, man, what can we do? What can I do to help you, right? In the
Right.
conversations that you were having with these agents. And we're talking about psychology, right? And we're talking about
Yep.
how psychology is very important in sales, right? And understanding that the art of communication is a martial arts. You know, I mean, it's not a physical fight, but it is a mental fight, and it's a battle. And there's a lot of people that know a lot of things, and you know, life is very is tricky because you know some people once they learn the art of communication is like Stan Lee said, right, from Peter Parker, where great power comes great responsibility. And I have I agree with that. You know what I mean? Once you find out the art of communication, doesn't mean that you're going to have perfect relationships with your wife, with your kids, or it just means that you're being more aware of yourself, right? And we're
Right.
talking about awareness, right? How awareness is really the key of life. It's not about it's not about looking at what other people are doing. It's not about caring or watching what other people are doing. And I told you, Larry, I said, Larry, you need to stop watching other people and you need to start watching your videos, right? And the reason you need to do that is because we want to be aware of more of what we say, what comes out of our mouth. Because once the words come out of our mouth, people judge us.
Right.
And so that's very important. So I don't know if anybody has any questions. I'd rather run it that way, Larry, if that's okay. What are
Sure.
they having difficult? What's making it so difficult for them to pitch terms? Where are they at, and where do they need help at? So, do you mind? I don't have a computer in front of me. I'm walking. I'm taking a stroll, and I'm having a conversation with you guys. But you don't mind, Larry, if you could pick somebody that's having trouble right now pitching terms, or they're having trouble somewhere in the real estate. What I want to know, what are they having troubles with? And I would love to give you my opinion. You know, it's only an opinion, but it's something, right?
Well, we only got 3 viewers right now, so um, anybody have any questions for Mike? Let him, he can help answer. He's sub two mastermind.
Okay,
I don't know.
cool. Well, if nobody has any questions, let's get into a topic then, right?
Yeah.
So the topic really is, how do I pitch terms, right? And Larry, we're talking about this morning that pitching terms has to be simple. This conversation needs to be less than 15 minutes. And in 15 minutes, we need to end the conversation and move forward. And
Right.
Larry, I was suggesting something to you, and you're just like, oh, well, I need to read a script. A lot of people feel like they need to read a script or have a script that they could go off. I'm not a big script fan. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just not that type of person. What I like using is bullet points. Why bullet points and not a script? Because once you know the bullet point and you hit that bullet point, you can move on. There's different ways you can ask different questions. Like one of my favorite ones is a lot of people like asking when they ask about the condition of the property. You say, "Hey, what's the condition of the property?" See, okay, I agree that's a way to ask the question, but is that the right way? You know, and is that way going to be efficient to give me the information that I need? And one of the best ways I like structuring this question is, if I gave you a $50 a $50,000 gift card from Home Depot, what would you do to the property if you were going to keep it? Hmm, interesting. So one way that you could ask this question is, what's the condition of the property? Another way you could ask the same question, but in a different form, that's going to give you more information and it's going to give you more credibility to move forward, is, what would you do to the house if you had a $50,000 gift card? Now, let's talk about the psychology behind that.
Hey,
Let's think about the
hey,
process.
Lauren.
Why would somebody go ahead?
I was just saying hi when they come on and say Yvonne and Lauren. They said, "Hey, fellas." So you know
So
Lauren Campbell, Mike? I think
maybe if I see their face, you know what I mean, Larry, I'm really bad with
with names.
names. But I guarantee you, when people make an impression on me, I make I make my efforts to remember. You know, and the first day I met you, you know, you made a big impression on me, and you know, that's why I felt. You told me, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go sleep in my car after I came from Vegas, and I said, hell no. I met you for like 10 minutes, right? 10 minutes. I said,
Yeah.
no, you're
Well,
gonna go to my
no,
Airbnb.
we were there for about an hour, but
Oh
Remember
yeah, but
the
we
reading?
literally
Yeah,
talked.
yeah.
We were talking. You were there for almost that podcast was so long. A lot of people were hanging out. It was a great time. But I met you for a couple minutes and I just felt this energy about you. And I said, how am I going to allow this man drive all the way from Vegas to here to come and see us? And I'm just going to allow him to go to
Remember I
sleep in
told
the
you I was
car.
going to the Grand Canyon,
Yeah.
and then I was going to go
uh,
to Pace's office and join sub too.
Yeah. And so, and then I told her, I said, nope, I need you to go to Azusa. Here's a code to a fence. Here's a code to a door. And it's a beautiful Airbnb that we have in Azusa. And I said, hey, he's like, oh, but I ain't got no money. I said, well, when did I ask you for any money? Right. I said, so back to the topic that we're talking about. I don't want to get off too much off the subject, but we're talking about the psychology of communication, the martial arts of communication. And we're comparing communication to martial arts is because martial arts, everything, if you want to become a good martial artist, you have to be very aware. You have to be aware of the way you stand, the way you throw your punch, the way you breathe, the way how you feel excited, but you can't allow that to dominate you. So many emotions are going through a pattern when you're about to fight somebody. You guys are not literally going to fight somebody, but you guys are going to battle somebody in the mental standpoint. I like calling it chess. So when you're talking to sellers and you're talking to agents, you're playing a game of chess. And this game is going to be 3 hours, 10 minutes, and there's only one winner,
Right,
right? And the winner is the person that allowed the other person to persuade them to take the next step. And so that's what we're talking about. And we're talking about the psychology. And then you told me something like, hey, Michael, well, sometimes I get really excited when I talk to sellers or agents. And I say, yeah, man. I said, I used to be the same way too. I used to get so excited. I said, that's normal. I said, so you have to be able to control your breath. So what I like doing before I get on the phone, and I know I'm excited, I like to take deep breaths,
right,
hold it in, and I do that about 4 or 5 or 6 times until I feel like my heart has got to the level where it's pacing in a moderate pace. And why is that important? Because now I can't allow people to use my emotions against me because right now I'm very aware.
right,
And when you're nervous or you're excited, what's going on is that your body is not taking enough oxygen to the brain, and that's why you're hyperventilating and you're going. Do you want to sell the house? And oh my god, I don't know what to tell you. And you're hyperventilating because you're silent, can't even get it out of your mouth. And so the first thing I like doing is I like taking deep breaths, holding it. And why I'm doing that is because I'm being aware of myself that I am excited. And that's okay. That's okay. Me being aware that I'm excited allows me to be aware of the next step. So back to the art of the communication with an agent. And Larry,
you're break
do you want to
you're
do a play
breaking up a
roll?
little
Do you
bit.
want to do a play roll? Can you hear me?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay. Do you
Am
want to do a play roll real quick so we can allow these people hear how's this sound like? We're gonna pick that you're an agent, okay?
right,
And I don't want you to be too nice to me, but I want you guys to see how I'm gonna pull all the 4 pillars out less than 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna control the conversation, and I'm gonna hang up when I tell them that when we're gonna hang up. And so I want you guys to see that because I already have a structure. So having a structure is very important. And we're talking about in the beginning of oh, Michael, well, I need a script. Well, Mikey, I need a script because if I have a script, I could read it word for word, and then I won't forget and I won't be nervous. Well, I'm not a big fan of scripts. And what works for me are bullet points. So what are the bullet points that I want to hit? Number one, introduction. That's bullet number one. Okay.
Everybody take notes.
So do you, so the way I is ask I tell you a
You're,
little bit
wait, you're
maybe
breaking up, Mike.
3 seconds. I would say, can you hear me?
No,
Can you hear me now?
you're frozen right now. Maybe go backwards from where you're headed.
It's frozen.
You're coming back. Your signal must be.
All these other. Can you hear me now?
Yep, that's better.
Can you hear me now? What was the commercial that used to say that? Was it Sprint or
uh,
Verizon?
T-Mobile,
Can you hear me now?
No, Verizon, yeah.
Verizon,
And
right? I'm the Verizon
then he
guy.
switched to Sprint.
All
He,
right.
he ditched
Look,
him. Yeah,
that guy, dude. What a double. What a knucklehead, right?
right.
Hey,
Knucklehead.
look, guys. I'm taking a walk right now, but I'm doing three things at once. And look at this property. I'm gonna flip it over. Grass is huge. Big sign number one. Let's see.
Oh
The
wow.
roof looks really bad. Okay. But hey, should I knock on this door? I think
Hell
I
yeah.
should. Well, let's do it. Let's take some action. Hey, why not? See some people living here? Well, guys, be quiet, okay, for a second.
This is cool.
Oh, wait a couple seconds. Okay. I guess nobody's here. I'm gonna write down this address.
What is it? I'll write it down for you.
Okay, I'll tell you right now. Address is 11616.
Okay.
And let me see. Did you get it?
Yep.
Let's
Wait.
see. One
One.
one 616. I like going to these properties when they have big grasses and everything like that because that tells me there's something going on here, you know?
Right.
And the street is called, let me walk back. Sorry guys if I'm going off of one thing to another, but
That's
you know,
okay.
I'm a big believer that you got to strike when the iron's hot, you know?
Wherever
And the
you're at
street is
right now,
spelled,
you got a good signal. Your picture's clear
yeah,
and stuff. Yeah.
uh, the street is spelled GEM Street in Norwalk, California.
Gem Street.
So, yeah, look it up on Google Maps. Okay, so bullet number one.
I'll pull it up on Privy while you're walking
Yeah,
and
hey,
talking.
well, while you're listening to this, you could do that, right?
Yep.
So, bullet number one, introduction. So, I'm asking permission if I can introduce myself. Why? Because I want to build credibility in 2 or 3 seconds. Okay. Okay. Bullet number two. Okay. I want to ask, why are they even considering selling the house? Okay. Why am I going to use the word, why are they considering? Why don't I just ask, why are they selling the house? Why am I, guys, in the chat, put down, why would I use considering? Why are you considering selling the house?
Okay.
What's your thoughts? Why do I use the word considering?
Because they have to think about why they're selling the house. Why are they
Mhm.
thinking about it? Why are they considering it? Because they're considering it versus they're weighing
Yeah,
the options versus thinking about it. Just thinking.
yeah, correct. They're weighing options. Why even considering? And it sounds like it's not too intrusive, right? Oh, why are you
Right.
even considering selling the house? So that's number one. Okay. I mean that's number two. Okay. The number three is timeline. Okay. How much time do you have? How much time do you see yourself paying this mortgage payment and having no tenants in there? How much how long do you see yourself making this payment and having these tenants not move out? I mean, how long do you so you go back to the timeline. Timeline is very important. Okay. The next thing you want to talk about, the next pillar is condition.
Okay.
Condition. Condition, and the way I like talking about condition is one form of question. And the form of question is, if I gave you a $50,000 gift card from Home Depot, what would you do to the house if you're going to keep it? Okay. I could also ask, what is the condition of the house? But which question is going to give me more information back? What do you think, Larry? Which one?
Um,
If,
well, if if you ask, each question by question, you're gonna have to ask 100 questions. But if you ask them that way, they're gonna tell you all the things that are wrong with it versus just tell you what's good about it. Well, I'll probably put a new roof on it because it's 28 years old, or we need to get a new air conditioner because one's not working so good. Or we
Mhm.
want to put some new cabinets in the kitchen because the doors are falling off the hinges. They'll start sharing rather than you digging.
Yeah, because we're using the word imagination. And I want you guys to use, I want you guys to understand that the word imagination is very powerful, right? Let's pretend, imagine that you were going to keep the house and I was going to give you $50,000. What would you do to the house if you're going to keep it? That question is very powerful because now it's a reassuring, why are they selling the house? Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay. So condition is my next bullet point. Okay. My next bullet point after that is, I could say, I could ask, so what are people offering you? But like, well, bro, I don't need to tell you that. I don't need to tell you that. So there's another way we could ask that. Another way we could ask that is, what are people offering you that is not making any sense? What is the number people are offering you that you said, hey, Michael, if you bring me this number, you're wasting my time? Did you
Okay.
see that?
Yeah.
Why is that more important than just asking you, what are people offering you?
Because you get an exact offer.
No, well, let's listen to the comment that I made and the question that I asked. And the question in the comment that I asked was, what are people offering you that is not making sense, Larry?
Oh yeah, they're
What
gonna
is
tell
the
you
number?
the low
What
number.
is what is the number that if I give you this number, you're gonna tell me, get out of here, man, you're wasting my time?
It's
Why would I say it that way?
the lowest amount they'd take.
Not the lowest. What are people? Let's listen to the question again.
Hmm.
What are people offering you that is not making any sense? So if I brought you that number, you would tell me, Michael, get out of here. You're wasting my time. What is that number that people are offering you that I'm not going to bring to you because I already know, you already told me, if you bring me this number, you're wasting my time. What is
Right.
that number?
Okay.
So let's break down the question, and let's also break down the comment that I made, right? The question is, what are people offering you that is not making sense? So the reason I structured this question this way is because I want the person to feel like I have empathy for them
Mm,
and I don't
right.
want to waste their time. So I'm building credibility based on the empathy. I'm telling him, look, I'm trying to save you your time. I'm trying to save you your time. And the way I'm going to do that, okay, is I'm going to ask you, what is the number of people offering you that is not making any sense? Because I don't want to offend you. I don't want you to get upset at me.
Right. You don't want to offend. You don't want to offend them.
Mhm.
I'm writing this down as as you're talking.
After they tell you that, I like asking, what kind of loan do they have? Somewhat. Okay, I'm going to use the word somewhat. Do you remember somewhat what kind of loan you have? And then I give them multiple choices: FHA, conventional, VA, is it paid off? Okay,
Right.
I like using the word somewhat because it makes the person feel like they don't have to tell you the exact truth. But more likely, why would they want to lie about that? You know what I mean? That's like kind of a petty thing to lie about. but you're getting them into a point that you're building enough rapport where they're able to tell you that. So you're asking them, "Hey, man, so what kind of loan do you have? Somewhat like, do you have a VA?" See, I'm using multiple choice so it can make it easy for him to answer or her. Is it a VA? Is it a conventional? Is it FHA? What is it? Okay. Once they tell me, "Oh, it's a VA loan." Okay. All right. Cool. Well, Larry, I do buy properties cash. But I'm a small business owner, and when I use the down payment or anything like that, I go to private lenders like Susie over there, and she lends me the money. But the problem, Larry, is that she wants her money back in a year, right? And so I do buy cash, and I use hard money, and sometimes in the situation where cash doesn't make any sense, where I have to come and bring you a number where you already told me if I brought you that number that you're going to tell me get out of here, right?
Right.
So what I do in that situation, I introduce terms. And what I mean by terms, Larry, is I'll give you the price you want. I'll give you a down payment, and we'll come up with a payment plan for you. So why do I choose the word payment plan? Okay, you have to understand who you're dealing with. You're mostly dealing with baby boomers. And if you're a baby boomer, you're going to understand the psychology behind this, because if you were a baby boomer, more likely you knew about Kmart. Hmm. More likely you knew about Sears. Hmm. And when you used to go to Sears or J.C. Penney's back in the days, or Kmart, you could do a layaway plan,
Hmm.
a payment plan. So instead of me saying, "Hey, we do a subject to," what the fuck is a subject to? But if I tell you, "Hey, we're going to do a payment plan,"
Right.
who doesn't know what a payment plan is? So
Pretty much.
simplifying the words, not using complicating words, should scare the person. So I say, "Hey, look, Larry, a lot of these times, I try to buy cash, but like I said again, I'm a small business owner. I sometimes get that money from my family members or uncle or aunt that lets me borrow the money but they want their money back in a year. And sometimes that doesn't work because the interest rates that they're charging me, the fees, all this becomes so expensive that I have to come back to you and I have to ask you for a discount. And a lot of the times that doesn't work.
No.
So what we do in these situations, we use something called terms. Make long story short, these are common questions that people ask me that I feel that if you were interested, let's pretend and imagine, see, I'm using it again. Let's
Imagine.
pretend and imagine that you're okay with the terms. Common questions people ask me is, what happens if you get abducted by aliens and you don't make me my payment to my house? Common question. Very good question. Well, the lovely thing about it is that we structure things where if I don't make the payment, I get abducted by aliens, then you keep my down payment, any monthly payments that I made to you, any mortgage payments I made, any upgrades that I did to the house, you get to keep all that. And we set it up where if I miss 3 payments, you don't even have to foreclose on me. The
Right.
property automatically gets deeded back to you. Hmm. Okay. That's a very good question. Well, another very good question, Larry, that people ask me is, well, how's my money secure? How's my money? Well, I'm going to deed the property to you. How's my money secure? Well, a lot of reasons that people do seller finance are subject to. One of the biggest reasons is taxes. Why? Because they don't want to pay taxes.
Capital
And
gains.
so that's why we do a payment plan. And the way we secure it is that we'll build up a trust for you, right? So God forbid something's going to happen to you, Larry. I'm pretty sure you got some beautiful family members that you want to make sure that they're taken care of. So we're going to open up a trust and we're going to be making the payments to your trust. The trust is going to have a lien on the property. So what does that mean? That means I can't sell this property unless I pay you off. So that's how we secure your money. That's question number two. Very big question people ask me. What's the third question? Well, Michael, I want to buy a house later on. Right now, I'm not looking to buying a house, but later on, because my credit score is not too good. Well, Larry, what about if I told you that by us making your payments, your credit score is going to go up? What about if I told you, because we're hiring a servicer, okay, a servicer is a licensed company that is between you, me, and the bank. So I make the payments to the servicer, and the servicer makes the payment to you and to the bank. So what does that have to do with you buying another house? Well, it has to do a lot to do with it. Because now we're going to take the paperwork from the servicer and we're going to present it to the bank. Okay, we're going to present it to the bank and say, hey, look, for the last 6 months, I've been making this payment, not her. So most of the time, they lower about 60% of the DTI. That's the debt to income ratio. Sometimes I've seen it do all the way up to 90%. But if you do not hire that servicer in between, kiss that option out the window. So a lot of people are like, why would I want to keep a servicer? Well, yeah, just in case they want to purchase another property and we need to lower their DTI. So those are the three common questions, Larry, that people ask me. But
See,
Larry,
I had known nothing about the DTI until now. That's the first time I heard that and everything I've been learning.
but Larry,
Awesome.
I work on a 4-step process. Okay, Larry? Step number one, I want to get on the phone with you, the seller. I just want to make sure where everybody's in the same page. And, I get some clients that are kind of not all there. You know what I'm saying, right, Larry? And I got to
Yeah.
make sure that I like the person I'm doing business with because we're going to establish a marriage. And because we're going to be married, I got to make sure you like me and I like you, right?
Right.
So it's very important for us to be transparent. So the step number one is to make sure we have a conversation, make sure that we're a good fit. Well, Larry, it sounds like we're a good fit. So step number one, we're good. See what I just did right there. This
You
right here is a psychology hack and it's called petting the dog. Okay. Why would I say something like that? Why? Because if you throw the ball, oof, your dog gets the ball. What do you tell him?
good
Good
boy.
boy. Oh, you're such a good boy. I knew I was gonna like you. And what does the dog do? He gets happy. His tail starts wagging. So what you're doing right there, it's another psychology hack. It's called petting the dog. So by me telling you that we are a good fit, it makes the person feel like, man, this guy's smart and he likes me. That means I'm smart. You know what I mean?
Right.
So step number one, make sure we're a good fit. Sounds like we are. Great. Step number two, I have to give me 48. You got to give me 48 hours, Larry. I want to show you that I'm serious. I don't want to just give you any number. Give me 48 hours to do my due diligence. The numbers sound like it's workable. I don't know where at, but I know it's workable.
Right.
So give me 48 hours so we could hop on a Zoom and we could go over the numbers. So, Michael, you're telling me that you don't have a number yet? No, I don't.
Why
I don't
not?
invest no money or time on any underwriting unless the person is open-minded. So to me, if I have a wholesaler or an agent calling me and they're asking me, hey, what is the offer? My answer is, I don't know.
You should have seen that face.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Why do I say I don't know? And I say, look what I'm going to do now. That's a good question. See what I
Right.
just did right there, Larry?
Yep.
I said, I don't know. But then I also said, that's a good question. Why would I do that? Why would I say something like that?
To give them pause to think. What is it? What's the good question he's about to tell me about?
The reason I would say that, Larry, is because when somebody says, I don't know, people usually feel offended. They feel angry. They associate it because here you're asking a question you don't know. And you're like, hey, well, wait a minute. You're the expert. You need to know.
Mm,
Are you wasting my time? Is that what you're doing?
nope.
See, that's what people normally feel. But let's
Right?
try something different. I don't know. That's a good question. We got to figure that out.
Mm, yep.
See what I just did right there? I diffused the situation by using terminology, vocabulary, and my tonality. I don't know. That's a very good question. See how
Emphasizing
I
the
just did
words,
that?
different emphasis on the words.
Even though I'm not looking at the client on the phone, I always do my expressions just like I would be looking at the person right then and there because the sincerity, the transparency comes out of it, you know? I don't know. It's a very good question. Well, Larry, would you be opposed to get the seller on the phone so we could do a three-way call and we could figure that out? Say no, Larry.
No,
No, you're not, Larry.
no,
See, I'm gonna trigger something else right now. Larry just said no. So here's another chess move. Larry, how long have you been listing this property?
87 days.
87 days.
Yep.
Golly. What happens, Larry, if they don't sell this property? Are they going to take it off the market and rent it out? What are they going to do?
Sit in the house.
They're going to stay in the house.
Yeah,
So, Larry, how's that going to get you paid?
that's a good question.
Mm. So, a lot of people, you have to understand, they're very emotional. And once you strike a nerve, once you ask a question that's going to hurt them, they're going to reflect on what you just told them.
Right?
When it was Christmas, I'm like, man, what was the toy that you wanted to buy your child? And they'll tell me, oh, this Power Ranger, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't really sound like you're going to be able to buy that. You're not going to be able to sell this.
Wait, we got to get that Power Ranger.
So what do you have to lose, Larry? Can we do a three-way call with the seller? Look, it's a conversation. It's only a conversation. We're not going to be talking about numbers or nothing. I just want to know if they're open-minded to see what the numbers will look like on terms. That's all, because I don't know. I would have to call my assistant, have her underwrite the property, pull a prelim. There's a lot of steps in between, Larry. I want you to take me serious. I don't want to just give you just a number. And if you want me to give you a number, then 3. I don't know. You know? So the concept here, Larry. Go ahead. You have a booger
No,
that popped out.
no, I didn't.
It's right there. Yeah, it's right there.
No, I didn't.
No, I'm
There's no
joking.
booger.
I'm joking. See, right there. The art
Yeah.
of humor. The art of humor. When somebody's pissed at you, the best thing you can do is make them laugh. Once you make them laugh, everything's gonna die down. Believe it or not, guys, what I just did to Larry right now, and I said, "Hey, your booger's right here." I do that to clients all the time. So I go, "Hey, they'll sneeze or something." I'm like, "Hey, right here, you know, don't lick it, okay? Because if not, I'm watching you." And they start laughing, and I'm not. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Hey, man, it doesn't work with everybody. But I want to say about 80% of the people at work, some people just get very dead serious. And then what I say is like, oh, dead joke, never mind. Whack, whack, whack. And then they'll laugh at that because I'm making fun of myself. You know what I mean? They don't
Yeah.
like people making fun of them, so I'll make fun of myself. I'll say, oh, man, shitty joke. My bad. Sorry. Damn funny. Whack, whack, whack. And I'll make this stupid noise, and people go, oh, okay, and they'll laugh and whatever. Okay, and the third step is us visiting the property to make sure that the rehab is what it is and there's no unconferences. The final step is us opening up escrow, putting a deposit inside escrow, and getting up this and running.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So right now we talked about it because we're breaking it down and we stretched it out. But Larry, I want to play it through. Now that you guys already know what it's going to sound like, and I want you to time it, Larry. And I'm going to go through everything we just talked about right now. And we're going to do it under 15 minutes.
All right, it's 5:30 p.m. right now, so
All right, cool. Let's
perfect
do
time
it.
to start it.
You guys want
So
to see it? How
absolutely,
many people are watching us, Larry?
6 right now. There was 8,
6 people.
yeah, but Rod Kells here, and Rod and Kelly Carver. I don't know. It might be both of them or just one of them. It says great stuff, Mike and Larry. Need to hop off. We'll listen to the replay. So
Cool. Cool. This is great stuff. And it's
it is
free. If it's free,
free.
give me 3.
Hey, Josh
Uh,
is my best friend. Josh is here, my new best friend.
yeah.
You know what he
Hey,
did?
bro, I'm a little
After
jealous now because you told me I was your best friend. Hey, me and Josh need a battle now. Let's go. Well, break
but
dance. Come on, bro.
after you and me, when I started walking, listening to Joel Osteen that you sent me and Josh were talking, and I was telling him about our conversation, and Josh got me a gift card for Texas Roadhouse to go eat and celebrate my 1 year clean today.
Yeah, congrats, bro. Congrats. Congrats, congrats, congrats. That's the lovely of being part of a brotherhood, a sisterhood, a family, and we all have struggles. Even myself, even though a lot of people will look at me as successful. Oh, Michael, you're so smart. You're so handsome. I know I am, but I have struggles too. You know what I mean? I don't make them as publicly as you do, Larry, and I give you a lot of props for that because it takes a lot of courage to do that. A lot of people like hiding.
Well,
I'm one of them.
the reason I do that is I I can't go back and disappear for a day or two, and because that's what I would do. I'd disappear and I'd go out. And if anybody out there, if you don't see me or see me on Facebook or anything for like 48 hours, that means I'm out getting fucked up. So or I'm in the hospital.
So
But I'll
let's
be
keep you busy.
consistent. Yeah,
Let's keep you busy. So, Larry, what time is it right now?
5:33.
Okay, let's do this pretty quick. I just want to see you guys. I just want to show you guys what this sounds like in a speed roll. We just broke it down little by little and talked about the psychology behind it. And we're going to do a Q&A right after that. So you guys can ask questions, right?
Okay, we got 7 viewers, and look, it's
My
seven
battery
seven.
about it done?
Hey, check this out. I got 7 viewers and 17 hearts, likes, and hugs. That's my angel number, 717. Isn't that weird how that
Ooh,
just
there you
happened?
go. Yeah.
Just popped up right at the right moment we're talking about this.
Larry, my battery's about to die. So let's do this quick.
All right, let's
Okay.
go. Let's go.
Okay,
Let's go.
cool. Well, what time is it?
5:33.
Okay. Hey, how you doing today, Larry?
I'm doing great. Thanks. Who's this?
Hey, my name is Mikey. I'm an investor. I'm calling regarding 123 property. Is that still available? I'm just calling to see if it's available. I just don't want to waste people's time right now.
Yeah, it's on the market. We've got it listed right now.
Okay. Is it a good time to talk?
Yes.
Okay. Do you mind if I could tell you a little bit about myself, maybe 2 or 3 seconds about that? I want to ask you also a couple questions. I just want to make sure we're a good fit. The last thing I want to do is waste my time or waste your time. Is that
Okay.
okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Well, Larry, my name, like I said, is Mikey Carcamo. I'm actually a second generation investor contractor. And one thing that my dad and my mentor taught me is to always ask questions. And the reason that I need to ask questions is because I need to find out what's the pain points. I also need to find out what is the problem. While I'm asking these questions, I also need to find out what's the goal. What's the whole goal? What do we need to do? Unfortunately, in this story, I can't be your hero, Larry. I only could be that green guy from what my mentor used to call him, Yoda. And I have to use my resources, and I could use my capital to help you with your situation. Do you mind if I ask you why are these clients even considering selling this property?
Well, they want to go buy an RV and go visit their grandchildren. They've been in the house for 37 years, and he was a contractor like you. He's done a lot of work in it. It's really nice, but they want to get out and be able to travel and see their grandchildren.
Okay, and where do their grandchildren live? What city and state?
Well, they're here. They're up in Chicago, and
Okay. So they want to travel to Chicago, maybe back here, back and forth, right?
Right. Yeah. They
And how
they're probably going to move in. Get a retirement community place here, I'm not sure if they're going to live in the RV or not because they haven't
hmm,
looked at any other properties. They have an
hmm,
existing mortgage still.
they still have an existing mortgage. They got to
Right.
take care of that mortgage.
Right.
Okay, cool. And how long are there? How long have they been trying to pursue their dream?
Um, we've had it on the market for over 100 days.
Over 100 days. And what are the numbers that people are offering you that it's not making any sense, Larry? You just give me a somewhat number. You don't have to give me exactly. I know you don't. You can't give me exactly, but somewhat. I don't want to waste your time.
Uh, they've been pretty low. Get a lot of people calling wholesalers.
Well,
Uh,
it's pretty low. 300,
three three
100,
three hundred,
750.
330.
Okay. And Larry, let's pretend and imagine that you were going to live in this house, and I gave you a $50,000 gift card from Home Depot. What would you do to the house? Somewhat.
Well, the kitchen needs updating. Um, and there's a man shed in the back that could be converted and upgraded. It's just kind of like his workshop and stuff. There's a lot of things I'd like to do with this house. One of the bathrooms could use some new tile and some new sink and fixtures.
Interesting. Well, Larry, uh, you said that they were offering about like 300, maybe you said somewhat, and that
Yeah,
and that number didn't make sense. What did the seller say to that number? There was nothing near what they wanted. They wanted 400, right?
yeah.
Did they consider selling? I mean, lowering the price or anything?
Well, we're at 430 right now. We've already dropped it down 40,000 because
Hmm.
they have 300 left on the existing mortgage.
If I wanted to flip this property, would you be opposed to maybe representing me?
Oh, absolutely not.
What do you think the ARV is on this property?
Um, 500, 550.
500. And you said it needs like maybe, you said it needs a new roof, new AC, said need new cabinets. So you're looking like maybe a good, maybe 100 grand a rehab. Well, what do you think? Somewhat,
Yeah,
somewhat, right?
somewhat.
So it got a hundred days in the market. And so, but you're telling me also that if they don't get the number that they want, they're just going to stay home. They're just going to stay in the property, right?
Right.
And how's that going to get?
It's you're breaking up, Mike.
I said, how's that going to get you paid, Larry?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm not.
Okay. So we do purchase cash, Larry, but sometimes because we use hard money, sometimes the points and the fees become too expensive, right? And we have to
Right.
come and ask you for a discount. And a lot of the times that doesn't work. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So what we do in these situations is we use something called terms. And what I mean by terms, Larry, is that we pay your commissions. Okay. Our company will pay your commissions and we come up with a payment plan with the seller. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So the question is, would you be opposed to get the seller on the phone and see if they're open minded to terms, not to negotiate any numbers, just to see if they're open to terms? Say no, Larry.
No. No.
You said you had this, Larry, on this market for 100 days. Am I correct?
Right.
If we get on the phone and they say yes and I get you paid, what do you got to lose to get them on the phone on a three-way? The worst that's going to happen is that you're going to be able to learn how to structure a deal. Would you be opposed or are you against maybe getting on the phone with them? Just have a just have a simple conversation.
No, that sounds like it could be. We could do that.
What do you got to lose?
Nothing.
So how about Does Tuesday sound good?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Larry, I work on the 4-step process. Step number one, I want to get on the phone with the seller just to make sure we're a good fit. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. Step number two is that we need to underwrite the deal. Give us 48 hours.
Okay. You broke up. You're frozen. Let me close Privy down. Maybe that's freezing you up. Can everybody else still hear me? Thanks, Brigitte. Mike, we lost you. He's frozen. Let me see if I can get him on the cell phone. Yeah, we lost. He'll have to come back and finish it. Yeah, I thought it was my stream because I was trying to pull up the property that I was actually pretending about, but maybe he'll come back in and join. He's got the same link to it? Let me send him another link to that. Uh, Mike, use the same link. We lost you. I was just getting good too. He's not even seeing the. Maybe it's yeah, Timmy's walking around out there in Norwalk. So well, that was a really a great education. I mean, that was awesome of him to come on and do that. I'm gonna bring more people on to do this. That's a good idea. But hopefully he'll come back. Maybe oh yeah, you know what it was? He told me he was running his phone was running out of power. If you remember him saying that his phone probably died because when I'm looking at it on the Facebook Messenger, he's not even yeah he's gone. He's not even being able to read the messages I sent him. I sent him one on the phone and one on the computer here. So, but did everybody get some good value out of that? I'm in New Philadelphia, Ohio, Heather. I bought a car in Las Vegas, drove across country. The car salesman went and spent my deposit, $5,000. Didn't finish the financing, so I didn't have a warranty when the engine blew in Chicago. That after I went to meet my mentor, who's in the upper right hand corner of the photo there. Let me see if I can blow that up. I mean, no, but if you look in the upper right hand corner of the screen, that's my mentor, Pace Morby. I drove from Flagstaff, Arizona to Springfield, Illinois, well, Chicago. Then other sub two students, we went down there and met him. It's the second time I met him. Um, he's the whole reason I changed my life and got off the drugs. From a 1 minute Facebook ad from him about buying real estate with no personal credit, with other people's money, and being to create generational wealth in the community that he's built. Sub two, there's 8,000 students across the United States here, and it's the greatest community on earth. And I'm not recommending you join the mentorship, Heather, but if you want to create some generational wealth and learn how to buy properties using other people's money, and it's it's amazing. It's tough. It's not easy, but it's the greatest community on earth. There's so many amazing people in it. Um, just go look up Pace Morby, PACEMORBY on YouTube, and look for the video that says "Welcome to my channel." Start here. Actually, here I'll do it for you. Let me open up YouTube and I'll show you the video to look for. He's also the host of Triple Digit Flip on A&E with his partner Jamil Danji and Grant Cardone this year. Grant Cardone is one of the biggest developers in the country and multifamily. He's an amazing one. So let me share my screen. and I'll show you the video, Heather. Let's see. Here we go. And, all right, so let me take this out there. Like, yeah, look at Angel Reyes. Let's go. Pace Jordan Morby. He's our man. He's great. That, he's literally the only reason the day before the Super Bowl last year I found a 1 minute ad on Facebook, and I think I can show that video. But this is the
this playlist is specifically to help you out in your journey in our.
Can you hear Pace?
Won't you be my neighbor? Hey guys, welcome to the YouTube studio. We spent a lot of time in here hanging out, making videos.
I think could you guys hear it or no? But it's I don't have a way to zoom it in. Go back to that. Let me see if I can go back. But it says welcome to my channel here. I gotta go back in StreamYard. You see where it says the welcome right there? Where my arrow's going? So look for Pace. It teaches you everything about creative financing, and there you go. You got it. Okay. Oh, you could hear the video. All right, here. Let me do it again. That's pretty cool. Oh, cool. Let's
Now, this playlist is specifically to help you out in your journey in our YouTube channel. In fact, we've got a really, really cool playlist. I want to walk through, let you know what to expect. Make sure you watch all of those things. But check this out. See this little setup I've got right here? This is left over from the last podcast I did on Sunday service. So if you guys are trying to learn creative finance, every single Sunday night at 7 p.m. Arizona time, I go live right here on a podcast we call Sunday Service. This podcast is all about creative finance. We bring in nearly 900 to 1,000 live people every single Sunday where people are trading deals, building partnerships, doing multiple other side businesses and side ventures together.
You guys
it
can
is
hear
absolutely
Pace?
amazing. In fact, last week, one of my students made $255,000 on one deal with somebody in the side comment. So make sure you come out to Sunday service. My team will make a link in the description down below. Now, the other thing that we do here is we teach about all sorts of really cool.
were you guys able to hear Pace? We lost a few viewers after Mikey's gone. So yeah, Heather, if you want to learn about creative financing and real estate investing, just you guys could hear it. Okay, so it's not called Sunday Service anymore. It's called Get Creative. It's on tonight. But I think everybody's going to be watching the Super Bowl. You want me to keep it going with Pace? Okay. All right.
Things, right? So here's some contracts we just got done. These are 4 seller finance deals that we just got under contract. And I walk through and I show you guys the paperwork and what this all looks like, break down the deals, teach you guys how to make money in real estate. And we do it with a little bit more flavor than I think most people normally would, especially in the creative finance realm. So I teach everything. I teach sub 2, seller finance, novation agreements, notes, wraps, Morby method. Morby method is something that we actually created, hence the Morby method. My name is Pace Morby. We named it after my last name, the Morby method. So many other strategies. In fact, we teach 27 different strategies in creative finance, and sub 2 is where our passion lies. In fact, this house that I'm in, this studio, was purchased sub 2. So here's what I want you to expect. We've got 6 videos in this playlist, okay? The next video is called What My Business Looks Like, because so many people ask me, how are you making money in real estate? How much are you making? What do your teams look like? What systems, what processes? How are you generating leads? That is in the very next video coming up. So make sure you watch that next one. The very next video is how you can do deals with me and my team. I get this asked all the time. How can I do deals with you? How can I send you opportunities? How can we JV? How can we do multifamily? Hey, will you look at this deal? Hey, will you comp this deal? There's a whole video dedicated to that. It's the second video after this one. Another one is so many people reach out to me and they say, hey, Pace, I want to get started in real estate, but where do I get started? Well, we made a video dedicated to that. It's called the 3 ways to make money in real estate. Believe it or not, there's only 3 ways to make money in real estate. There's 3 buckets, okay? We break down that in an entire video in this playlist. The next thing we do is, because sub 2 is so foreign to so many people, even though it's been done done for hundreds of years, a lot of people have found us on Bigger Pockets or Brad Lee or Wolf of Wall Street or A&E's Triple Digit Flip. Wherever you found us, our team is here to provide some amazing knowledge around sub 2, because I would say there's nobody in this industry that's teaching as much as we are around creative finance, especially in an open forum. Most people kind of keep that information tight-fisted. So sub 2, what is sub 2? Can you sub to a car? Can you sub to an air conditioning unit? Can you sub to a house? All of that is answered in the 4th video in this playlist. Now, next one is what you need in your business right now, because if you are wanting to get started, people are always DMing us. And in fact, if I had my phone on me, which I don't right now, Corbin, my daughter, has my phone upstairs watching Sonic on YouTube. If I had my phone, I would show you my DMs. It is probably 50 to 100 people every day DM me for the first time on Instagram, and they say, how do I get started in real estate? Well, we have an entire video of exactly how you get started and what you need. You need just a few things to get started in real estate. We give you tools and processes and cool little training that's completely free to you to show you exactly how to get into real estate. Now, guys, we do everything. We do fix and flip. We do wholesale. We do creative finance. We do multifamily. And we're here to show you all of those things in this YouTube channel. So please make sure you make comments down below. My team, I've got an amazing team. We have 12 people on our media team. They're looking at the comments. I'm looking at the comments. We're tracking everything, what you guys want to learn. And then my team actually puts it in our schedule to make videos dedicated to the comments that you guys make down below. So please, if you guys need help with something, I want you to do 2 things. 1, make a comment down below, say, I'm struggling with this, or hey, I just found you, Pace. You know what would be cool is if you guys told us where you found us. Tell us where you found us. Did you see us on Bigger Pockets? I think that video right now has 120,000 views on Bigger Pockets. I'm currently in a contract right now with Bigger Pockets to write a book with Bigger Pockets, so that's pretty cool. A lot of you guys will see that book at some point in the future. A lot of really, really cool things that are going on. So please make a comment down below where you found us. And then the second thing in the comments, tell us what you guys need help with. Now, beyond the YouTube channel, where else can you get help immediately, right? I have paid mentorship programs, but you don't need that right now, right? You might not need that. Some people might be ready for it and they want to jump in right away. But if you're not ready for that, go to our free Facebook group. It's called facebook.com/groups/creative finance with Pace Morby. That Facebook group has 45,000 people in it, has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of posts going on every day, people partnering with each other, selling each other deals. In fact, check this out. If I go in this Facebook group right now, I don't know if Eric can actually see this or not. Okay, let's go to facebook.com/groups/creative finance with Pace Morby. You guys can see 42,000 members right now. I can see all these people doing deals with each other, right? We had our biggest week a couple of weeks ago. Check this out. Nathan Payne, actually one of my students, is in the free Facebook group, says he made $114,000 this week. That was posted a couple of hours ago. And so what you want to do is you want to go in that Facebook group and partner with 2 types of people. You're going to see a lot of my trained students in that free Facebook group. They're everywhere. They're all over the entire country. We have 50 states full of successful sub 2 students. So go into the free Facebook group and say, hey guys, I'm brand new. I'm in New York or I'm in Florida and I need help. Any of Pace's students willing to squat up with me, hang out with me, show me the ropes. I'm here. Please call me. And that is the place to do that, in that free Facebook group. Now, we're going to continue to give you guys amazing content. We're going to continue to monitor the comments and give you exactly what you need help with, but we need your help. Make a comment down below. Please like, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. It does really help us out. We will continue to give you exactly what you need. Later.
Can you hear me? So you guys could, I learned something new. I can broadcast YouTube at the same time on here. That's pretty cool. So did you guys get some value out of that, Heather? You understand a little bit about what I do and what we all do in this community? So I hope you guys got some value out of that. That was great. I learned I can share YouTube on the stream. That is really cool. That's going to open up a lot more options for me on keeping content in the show going. So that was great. Great. What'd you guys think of that? I'm also going on Facebook to make some comments on that. Where'd it go? Where's my stream at? Oh, somebody shared something to my... Oh, there it is. Oh, I was trying to type in the comments here. I can't type. Bunch of spelling errors. That was great. Awesome. Yeah. So, anybody have anything else you want to watch, or I can pull up. That's so cool. That is gonna. I can be talking about something and then pull up a short or something and pop that in there. Let Pace explain it better than I can explain it, or even as Mike was explaining. But that was awesome having Mikey on. Um, so I'm still learning about all this stuff too, and learning what I can do with this Streamyard, because I have a lot of other big plans to do with this channel. Again, like the reason I'm doing this is I just want to change one person's life, just one. Hopefully a lot more, but if I can inspire somebody by my story and my change, whether it's the weight loss or real estate investing or just getting off the drugs, um, by putting God first in everything I do, then I'll be happy. If I can help one person, even just a little bit. But I get so many people that it even blows my mind to say that telling them I'm helping them, or they're inspired by what I'm doing, or just any words of encouragement that I can give somebody on this. So thank you guys so much for being part of this today. That was really great. This is best way I can celebrate being 1 year today. Um, I don't know how much longer I'm going to go because I think I'm going to go walk across the street. I got to pack everything up and go to Texas Roadhouse and have my celebration dinner. Maybe I'll go over there and see if they got internet over there. I'll go over and continue the broadcast over there. But I'll be back after the Super Bowl over here for a couple hours tonight. What time is it? 6:30. So maybe like 10 p.m. Eastern or something. Or I might just walk home. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I can do a live on my phone too. Maybe during the Super Bowl, just to just to have more fun with it. But that was really cool. Thank you, Angel, and you're welcome, Brigitte. Everybody you got to say her name correctly. It's Brigitte. It's not Brigitte. It's Brigitte. She got the extra I in there. Um, Thanks for the football there. But yeah, that was great, Mike, and it's really going to help me with my direct to agent. When I talk to these agents now, I'm so grateful to be part of his team, the acquisitions team with him, and Michael Barcina, another sub two student, and their other partner Scott. And there's a lot of great people on that team, like Sherry Alley. I forget the other people on there, but you like that how I made sure everybody said your name correctly. But I'm not really don't have a time set up usually for Sunday. Well, it is. I usually do 7:30 p.m. on Sunday, a half hour, because my schedule is Monday through Saturday, 12 p.m. I'll always be on for at least 30 minutes. Yesterday I went 10 hours when I started at 8 in the morning. But my schedule for Larry the Lion Live is Monday through Saturday, 12 p.m. And I downloaded an app just so I could do it when I'm on the train. I think I'll be at Union Station in Washington D.C. on Wednesday. Um, yeah, it's gonna be Wednesday or Tuesday. So it's 3 a.m. Yeah, the layover's there at so Tuesday. I'll be at Union Station in Washington D.C. Or I might just go out into walk around in the Capitol a little bit and do a live off of my phone. So that's gonna be on 12 p.m. on Tuesday, and then oh, I think Mike is back.
Hey, my bad. My battery died, so I had to
I
hook up I had to hook the charger up to my bike, the motorcycle, and so yeah. So sorry guys for the
it,
interruption,
it was it was
but
good because while you were gone, um, Heather, who's my friend from Reno, we opened an Olive Garden up there, and she was asking about what I did to change and change my life, and then I was telling her about sub two, and then I was telling her about the YouTube, and I said, well, let me go present my screen, and I'll show you the video to look for on Pace's channel. And I found out that I can broadcast YouTube and everybody can hear it, because I didn't think they'd be able to hear the volume. So I learned a whole new thing by the accident of you getting off there. It would have never, see how things work out, folks. Like if I would have never went out to Los Angeles, me and Mike were talking about faith this morning. I was like, God's telling me I need to go out there. Remember, Mike, I told you I got the flat tire, and the man named Jesus changed my tire. And when I even told Pace that in Springfield. He was like, "What?" You should see his eyes pop open in the video. Let me see if I get the video. If I can pull that up for everybody. Go ahead, Mike. I'll look for that video while you're talking. So, um,
Yeah, so back to the conversation we were having. We're wrapping it up towards the end of the conversation. I mostly just wanted to know any questions or concerns people were asking. Uh, I don't know, when the phone died, how long did you write down what time and the phone call ended?
uh, it was like 5:55, I think. Angel number.
So I think I kept it under the 15 minutes, right? Because I was already
Yeah,
wrapping up.
it was about 20 minutes,
You know what
but
I mean? Okay.
because you were
So
explaining more as you went along.
mhm. And
Yeah,
so
so
that's go ahead.
but we can do. I'd like to have you come on and do like a role play. Then you can explain it afterwards, and then we'll work on the. You're gonna be a star, Mike. Like
Bro,
I'm gonna make you a star.
what do you mean that I'm gonna be a star? I already am a star, brother.
You're a star in my eyes.
Yeah, there
But
it is.
we're gonna
You
make
know,
you a YouTube star now, though.
I don't want to do. You know what? I'm gonna. Some people will like this, and some people won't. I do this for the glory of God. You know what I mean? Honestly, Jesus Christ have saved my life, and honestly, I'm only doing His will. So at the end, I am where I am because of Him. And some people will say different. Some people won't agree. I won't agree. Everybody has their opinion. That's okay. I'm only here to bring value. I'm only here to show some love and show you some support. You know, and that's really the whole reason I'm doing all this. Is my mission statement for my business is to help uh, today's uh, today's leaders so they can help the next generation. So that's
Absolutely.
that is my business model, really my mission statement. I mean, and that's very important to me because we're our parents. They're the past. We're the present, and the kids are people that we love are the future. And if we're not there inspiring them and pushing them to move forward, I mean, what else? I mean, you can have all the money in the world, but it doesn't mean anything.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you don't have meaning, meaning
Absolutely.
is very important. And what I like doing is I like I like asking myself, what is the outcome that I want for my life? Instead of saying, what do I want? Why am I doing this? I mean, that's all good and everything. I'm sorry, I have some grease in my face because I was plugging in the motorcycle. Look, I'm plugged into the motorcycle right now to charge my phone. You know what I mean?
It's
So
all
I'm at my
good.
pop's house. That's my pop's bike right there.
Oh, I was gonna
This is
say, yeah,
my
you're
brother.
in Norwalk, right?
Norwalk. Yeah, see, this is my pop's bike. This is my brother's bike, and my bike is over there.
Oh, nice.
So something that we do together. We go mountain biking too. I try to. My dad was a very heavy alcoholic, and we just recently, just started hanging out a little bit more often. And I had to forgive him for everything that I had to go through. But getting off the topic, I didn't want to get off the topic. Is mindset. To me, it's very important to find out what is the outcome. And the outcome for me was, like I said, my mission statement. My mission statement is help today's generation so they can help the next generation.
Right.
That's my mission statement. And, I don't want to talk your guys' ears off, but a lot of people ask me, like, how do I get over certain situations, certain humps that I'm going through? How do I get over that? And the best way I could describe it is that you have to be very aware of what you think and what are your the best way I could describe it. Remember those three monkeys, Larry?
Yeah.
Like the say no evil, listen no evil,
Hear no
See
evil,
no
see
evil.
no
You ever
evil,
seen that
speak.
before?
Yeah,
Mhm. Do you know that's really deep? And the reason they put monkeys, society put monkeys, is because they don't want people to actually know that that symbolizes something very strong, and it's biblical. And I'm going to show you how. Because if you're not aware of what you're listening to, it's going to affect your life. If you're not aware of what you're watching, it's going to affect your life. But
I
more than anything, this is biblical. If you're not aware of what's coming out of your mouth, that's very dangerous. Now, why is that very dangerous? Because we all have an imagination, and your imagination could work against you or it could work for you. It's up to
right,
you. Whoever controls your imagination is going to control the stress in your life. You heard what I said again? Whoever
absolutely,
controls your imagination will control the stress in your life. So, what do I mean by that? So, let's talk about science. So, whatever I see, whatever I'm saying, automatically is going to create an image in my head.
right,
Once it creates an image in my head, my imagination, it's going to create a thought. Once it creates a thought, it creates an emotion. Once it creates an emotion, it creates an action. Once it creates an action, it creates a habit. Once it creates a habit, it creates your future. So it's a domino effect. And it all comes back to the one simple things: being aware of what you hear, what you hear, what you watch, and the more important, what comes out of your mouth. You might not be able to control what's out there in the world, but you can control the images that are going through your head. It could go buck wild,
right.
it could be for you, or it could be against you. You choose. Whoever controls your emotions is going to control your life. So
Absolutely.
to me, that's science. It's nothing out of the world. It makes perfect sense to me. Once God revealed it to me once, that's it. It was over. He didn't have to reveal it to me over and over and over. He revealed it to me. I saw those three monkeys. Larry, can I be transparent?
Absolutely.
When I was walking in my own ways, I used to smoke weed a lot. You know what I mean? And one day somebody asked
Yeah.
me like, "Oh, if God is so big, if God is so grateful, why does He allow bad things happen to good people?" He and I
Why?
said, "Man, that's a very good question. I don't know." So, I took off and I'm driving in the freeway and I'm just got done rolling a blunt. I smoked it and I'm driving and I'm thinking. And right in the middle of the freeway, I had a compulsion that I needed to pull over right away. So I pulled over right away, and I was really damn stoned. And I started crying. And I didn't know why I was crying. I was like, "What the hell? Why am I crying?" Because God revealed His voice to me that day, and He told me this is what He told me. This is the reason He allows bad things to happen to good people. Two
Why?
reasons: because he gives us freedom of will, right? And number two,
Right.
that's the only way. He has to allow bad things to happen because that's the only way human beings will grow.
Oh yeah, for
Only
sure.
through pain there could be growth. Well, with that being said, Larry, I gotta let you go. I got a couple families stopping by. We're
You
gonna watch the
do.
Super Bowl. Yeah, but
Yeah,
thank you
I
very
gotta get
much,
over there.
man.
Wait, wait, wait! Don't go nowhere. I'm gonna show you that. Give me like 2 minutes. I'm almost there. I'm gonna pull that video up and show you pace real quick in Springfield. Oh, here it is, right here. I got it. All right, so let me present my screen. Perfect timing. All right, this watch Pace's eyes pop open when he when he hears what I did, because I tell him about you. All right, come on, share screen. There we go. Facebook. All right, can you see it? Can you see my screen?
Yeah,
All right, let me go wider, and let me close the YouTube and the other one down so it doesn't slow things. Right, Instagram open too. All right. So this is me. This is me, and paste. Let me get the volume on it.
So that
So I like how
I'm on
you
the
brought
Facebook
I
Live
don't
right now.
like
For work. I'm at work.
All right, watch this, Mike. Can you hear hear everything?
Yeah.
these boys better know how amazing you are. Did I tell you? They do. Every damn day.
I was in Flagstaff when she told me to come here. I drove from Flagstaff.
Yes, I told him he had to go to Arizona on the way.
I was going to your office to pay.
I need to turn around.
Turn around, come up here.
Did you hear what you just said? What's the drive time?
How many miles?
Couple days. You drove a couple days.
Tell him about LA too.
I went to my. I left Las Vegas, moved out of there. Bad situation for me. Went to a meetup with Carlos Suarez, Mike Carmichael.
I messed your name up there.
Got there late. I mean, I changed my tire. I got a flat on the way. Driving late. His name was Jesus. I got there at quarter till. It started at 6:30.
Did you see his eyes when I said Jesus changed my tire?
Mike said he was going to interview two people in front of it. I just stuck around because I didn't know where else to go. I ended up brainstorming.
So you're gonna stay in Arizona?
Well, no, I'm gonna go to my market in Florida.
Amazing. So you're gonna go to Florida, bro? Way to take action.
You just need to find a 30 or 40 property. As a right?
It is just as easy.
Why not? Why start on a single family when you can start there?
It's always the same.
I lost more weight since
It's
then.
always individualized. So like I was just answering this question on the YouTube channel. I was like, why should you start with 30 single or vice versa? And it depends on who you are, what resources you have, your mindset, and all that kind of stuff. So like if you have the mindset's already on, do it. Go freaking do it. How do we get this many people to show up to freaking Springfield?
I was expecting you all us too.
Proud of you. Proud of you. Come up here.
Thank you, brother. Did you record that?
He did.
You did? All right. Thank you.
All right.
Hey, I want to say, Larry, thank you. Thank you for bringing me up and telling the story.
So I like how you
I'm trying to
talk about
close this out.
I don't like visiting the.
There we go. All right. You're welcome, Mike. I'm glad you could come on too.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Thank you. And you know what? That's a memory that we created that's going to be talked about for years. But if you don't take action, right, it doesn't matter.
No.
And the idea is when you do hear God's voice, you just gotta be obedient. And it's one of the hardest things that I have to deal with to this day. You know what I mean? I'm still dealing with myself, and
I literally
just wanna
had
say
the
it's
feeling I
normal.
had to go to LA. I was like, I got to go do this because I was like, when am I going to have another opportunity, to go out? I didn't even know who you were at the time or Christian Hernandez, really. I heard his name. I heard JJ's name, but I knew Carlos was there, Ruiz. But I just felt like I had to go do that because I'm this close and I won't have another chance to go out there. And that was one of the best decisions ever. I made a lot of good decisions last year, but that was a great one because we wouldn't be having this conversation right now if I didn't do that, right? I listened
Correct.
to God. All right,
It's hard.
15 minutes before the Super Bowl starts, I got to go walk across and go get a seat at TEXAS Roadhouse. I got to pack up. So, everybody, thank you all for joining tonight. Thank you, Mikey Carcamo.
Yeah, Larry just joined our group too, our private group. So if you guys have any deals that you guys need help underwriting or anything, reach out to Larry. Larry, what's the number people can reach out to you? Or what do you have a form that you could send people if they have a deal?
Yes, I don't have it in the chat here right now, but I'll put it in there next time. Yeah, I got it. I got to find it, Mike. It's in here. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, put in the link. If you guys have a deal that you need help underwriting, Larry and I could give you a hand on that. We're a big group. We're about 22 different sub students working together. We're all part of all around the United States. Some people are in Florida. Some people we're all working together. These are selected few people. A lot of people try to join a group and unfortunately, there was not enough space for everybody. And the way we monitor and we allow people in is we just see how much action are you taking. And if you're taking massive action, then you pass the test.
Well, that's
And you
what
can be part of a group.
Mike said you guys were closed, and then we had a longer conversation, and he was like, "Well, let me go see if we can get you in," because he saw me taking action, and I explained, just what I'm doing. I want to be successful, and I want to be part of a team. So the link's in the Facebook chat. I just put it in there. If you guys got a form, or you have any other deals, just paste into that link there, and like Mike said, we'll underwrite it and we'll get you paid. So,
Gotcha. Well, thank you very much, guys. Nice to meet you guys.
sub two.
How many people did we end up with,
I think the
Larry?
most we had at one time was 10, but there's been a lot of people coming and going. So
That's pretty
not
cool.
everybody just stays around a long time, but I think we had like 5 or 6 that were through the whole thing. Brigitte, who else was in here? Angel Reyes and Heather was here, and Josh, Sean Jackson. There's a whole bunch of people. So,
Well,
but
everybody that was on here.
you're breaking up. All right, you're frozen again, Mike. I think your power died again. So everybody, enjoy the Super Bowl. Have a great Sunday night. Thank you for supporting, encouraging me, Larry the Lion Live, and watch the next year of my journey. If you thought this year was good, this year is going to be even better. I promise you, 2023 is going to be the best year. Well, this was a great year too, but 2020, every year from now on is going to be the best year of my life. Today's the best day of my life. I'm alive. I'm sober, and I put God first in everything I do. Thank you, Jesus. You guys have a good night. Go enjoy the Super Bowl. Who are you rooting for? I ain't gonna lie. I'm going for the Chiefs. I like Mahomes. I like Patrick. So let's do sub 2.